the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the second round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from him. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
It's a big play there for the Steelers.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
Now Jackson on 1st down, sliding out of the pocket. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and
in for the Steelers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 6 yards away. Now the Steelers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of the ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson. 8 yards to go on second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Well, a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second and 6. Open man Hamler, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Surprised at all that they went with a fullback there?
Not at all, because it harkened back to the days where we watched these games almost in black and white, right? The stocky guy, the strong guy, the powerful guy with leg drive. Give him the football, and even if the blocking isn't perfect, he has the ability to scatter bodies and move people enough to pick up 1st downs. That's what we just saw right there.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 6-0 our score after 1. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your touchdown.
Hayden Hurst, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds at midfield, so a solid return to the 50.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now wheels have to be spinning because things just change. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. On second down now. It's Henry. And some space here. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Derrick Henry, 49 yards. And the Steelers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. So that a very nice-looking touchdown run.
And on his first carry of the game as well. And you remember, Brandon, we talked to him yesterday, and he thought he was going to have a big game. He thought everything aligned perfectly. He liked what the defense was presenting, and he really liked what he was getting from his blockers.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone again. So give him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. And the Ravens taking the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first. On the give, this is their fullback. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
And his throw here's incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
On second down, here's Barkley. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
From the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from...
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
Not sure much more could have been done there defensively. One up with him, tried to knock it away, tried to get an arm in, unsuccessfully.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 26 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. First half, they've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they have nowhere to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Over the middle to Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes. No interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Steps away to his left. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Jackson. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Extra point by Baker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now. So it's over. There you have it. Time quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here again comes Juju Smith-Schuster and the Steelers. And his 2 touchdowns, a big reason they're winning right now.
So meaningful when you score and it's got your team out there in front.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
Play action. It's Jackson. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Jackson now. Powers through it. Oh, he sheds himself free. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
You have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And granted, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
Second and 10. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. And oh, that would get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm going to
touchdown from 21 yards away. And the Steelers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Butker on for the PAT. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Second and 5. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken in at the 11. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
To throw again on second down. Jackson, he's going to try and go deep again. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. With now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
You will. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. He'll drop to throw. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. K.J. Hamler, 68 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead's down to 24. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing.
It's been fun.
That's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the third quarter. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game. but it falls down to the ground incomplete. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Escaping the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Jackson. And finding the tight end Rudolph. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Five wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Ravens offense back out there. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick slant to Hamler. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And going right back to Hamler. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them. gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Matt Judon coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense. It's that entire team, but really this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you used the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Back to throw again. Again, that's Hurst. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. The Steeler touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it. I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He gets it complete to Harris. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Flushed out right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. He'll look to throw.
This pass caught by Hamler.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
K.J. Hamler. afternoon. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point good by Hopkins as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it would appear that that first round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep, pushes him over, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 51 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going to look downfield for Henry. This is caught inside the 15. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. To throw again is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The Steelers going to survive and advance as we say so long, everybody. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.